Greetings, humanoids of the internets. My name is Bob, and this is episode 6 of Journey into Space. If you may, if I haven't just erased it from my hard drive in disgust, you may have seen before this point my new intro, which no Let's Play is complete without a pretentious intro. So I'm giving that one a try. I may not ever use it again. We'll just have to see. But I figured I had to throw my hat in the ring in the pretentious intro sweepstakes. So we are going to begin our series of epic journeys to the gas giant Jool. I'm thinking what we're going to do is, even though Laythe is kind of the primary target, our first episode we're just going to focus on getting to Tylo, because I've never actually been there. I sent a probe to Laythe and to Vol. Vol reminds me of a Star Trek episode, the one where I had the big crocodile head with that was running the lives of this utopian community. Anyway, if you remember that Star Trek episode, I sent a probe to Laythe and the moon Vol. I have not been or haven't even sent a probe to Tylo yet. So for the first episode, our primary target is actually switched to the moon Tylo. Now, if there's still gas in the tanks when I land on Tylo, I may try to land that same spacecraft on Laythe, but we'll see. All this is assuming that we're going to get to Tylo to begin with. So let's get started. Resume saved. Load spacecraft. I think it is the Planet Explorer 3. Now you may have seen this this spacecraft launch in a video I just made called Kerbal's Conquer Space. I launched it, but I never bothered to get to orbit because all I wanted was the launch video. So I've never actually launched this all the way to orbit. So we'll see how that goes. I've got the same lower stages as one of my previous Planet Explorer rockets, but I've got the solid rocket booster strapped on because our interplanetary stage is quite a lot heavier than it was originally. I got these big old external tanks on here. That's because our previous planetary landings, we didn't have enough gas to get anybody home. And we may not bother to bring them home this time, but I'd like to have that option. You see there's little separatrons here to blow those aside. Since Laythe has a reasonable atmosphere, I'm probably going to try to use parachutes more, save the gas a little bit whenever it is I go there. I'd also like to send a space plane to Laythe if the atmosphere is thick enough to support it, and if the atmosphere has enough oxygen in it for jet engines. I think that might be cool to put a space plane in Laythe's atmosphere and kind of fly around and check things out. But right now, our main objective is the moon Tylo. And you see here I've put in little boosters under these disposable tanks just for landing in case the weight of the whole thing overpowers these nuclear engines. They don't kick in until I tell them to, so they won't be firing until I'm actually trying to land somewhere. And I think we're ready. Like I say, I have launched this before. Actually, the first time I launched it, it exploded on the launch pad before I even launched it. But I think I've got those bugs worked out. We'll see. Let's just go ahead and jump into launching it and trying to get it to orbit. We got Hudby, Mitbrett, and Gnester Kerman. Ganister Kerman was my test subject on the spaceplane video. Okay, these external tanks here might be a little wobbly, so I don't know how it's going to work out. We'll just hope for the best. Throttle to maximum. SAS on. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, looking pretty good so far. Okay, everything's good. I've got 3 total wimps here. Alright. Easy. Easy now. Alright, let's take a look at our map. 14,000 feet, not so great so far. Looks like I've got all these 4 of these tanks, these external boosters set up to drop independently, or drop together rather. So yeah, sometimes make them to where the first 2 will drop and the second 2, but we'll see. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Move it. Okay, 40,000. Let's go and tilt on a little bit more. Alright, now we're cooking. 50,000. Let's tilt over a little bit more. $60,000. Let's tilt over a little bit more. $70,000. Kill it. And that was just when the external boosters kicked out, so perfect timing. Hasta la vista, baby. Do-dum, do-dum, da-dum, 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 da-dum. Okay, I'm gonna try to not sing to you. Alrighty. RCS on. Oh, turn this behemoth over. Get it pointed sideways. There we go. And fire it up. Uh-oh. Spending too much time admiring the view, not enough time piloting this bitch. I'm going past the apoapsis. It's okay, we can fix it. Alright, there we go. That's better. Ah, shit, now it's happening again. No, 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 no. Stop it. Okay, that's pretty good. A 70,000 by 70,000 meter orbit. It's about 600 meters difference between the apoapsis and the periapsis. So, well, we did pretty good. Okay, and now we need to take our leave of the Planet Explorer and go to our important Kerbal Keeper and check out our alignment with the planet Jool. I've upgraded the important Kerbal Keeper. I wanted to get them off the launch pad or off the landing strip because I wanted to do some space planes. So I've got them new residents here. Not that it's very nice. It's a box. Okay. Alrighty, and we need a map view. Zoom out. Where is Jool? Not nearly close enough. Let's time compress. And this may take a while. Apparently, I don't know how, I've got a manned spacecraft just flying randomly through the stratosphere here. I'm not quite sure why. Okay, dude, what are you? Apparently, midbreak can be in two places at the same time. I have no idea what I was doing here. I have no clue. What the hell? Alright, whatever. Back to work. My goal here is to make sure that I will not fall behind Jool. I want to make sure that I'm staying, if I do anything, I mean, obviously the ideal would be I meet it exactly up there, but if I have to err on the side of something, I'd rather err on the side of being a little bit ahead of Jool so that I can do a burn fairly easily to get. Okay, that's close enough. That may be a little bit too close, but we'll see. Planet Explorer 3. Okay. Now, as far as how I do the burn to actually get out of here, I don't have that down to an exact science yet. I mean, you could pick any direction and burn hard enough and you'll get out of Kerbin's gravity. The question is how to do that more effectively. I'm going to assume that I should do that here. Yeah, pushing in the direction that Kerbal is going, I think, is a good idea. Of course, I could be dead wrong. There's absolutely no... I have no clue. But I think that's what I should do. Okay, we're going to need to do another go-round because I think I've lost my optimal shot here. Yeah, we'll do another go-round. Oh, RCS off. Come on, you're not under acceleration. Damn it. Damn you! Alright, we'll turn SAS off. Turn SAS on. Try it now. Damn it. You know, I don't care who you are, unless you're an actual rocket scientist, and maybe not even then. Going to Jool is always going to be a bit of a challenge. Of course, if it wasn't a challenge, I probably wouldn't be doing it. But it's a ways out there. It's hard to get lined up with it without wasting a whole bunch of gas. So it's a bit of a challenge. We shall see how it goes. Let me see how much gas I got in this tank here. Whoa, okay. Nice. I don't think gas is a problem. Okay, if we play our cards right, we might be able to land on Tylo and then leave Tylo and go to Laythe. Because we've got plenty of fuel. We certainly at least have enough fuel to finish this burn to get out of the gravity of Kerbal here. Alright, well this may still take a while, so how about I catch up with you when something happens. Okay, well I had a Kerbal escape burn that actually for once worked the way that I had hoped it would. We do have a problem, however, which is we're going to be way far ahead of Jool here. So we're going to have to burn even further into deep interplanetary, interstellar space in order to do a rendezvous with it. But what the hell? We'll give it a shot. And it's always good to remember that sometimes, especially in Kerbal Space Program, failure is an option. It is entirely possible that we will fail. We will send these poor, brave Kerbal to their deaths in the cold, inky blackness of space. Space. Okay. So we're going to try to get to Jool anyway, even though I kind of mussed up the the whole planetary alignment thing, I think. We'll see how it works. Okay, we haven't completed our burn yet to get to Jool, but this core tank here is out of gas now. And I've got these separatrons on here, and it was very cool to see last time the whole staging on that, so I'm going to show it to you again this time. Just because I want to see it. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Yee! Is that Kerbal over there? I guess so. Okay. Alright, just wanted to show you that. Okay, I'm still doing my burn on these nuclear engines. It's going to take a while. I just wanted to show you my speedometer. I am traveling at the unheard velocity of 11,000 meters a second. That's pretty damn cool. So, but it's going to take forever this for us to get the apoapsis out to Jool on these. I'm running on 2 atomic engines, and it's a big heavy spacecraft, and it's going to be slow. So I will tell you when something important occurs. Okay, I had to loop way out here into the void to get an encounter with Jool. And looks like the good news is it's going to be a fairly equatorial encounter, so that's good. I did a plane change, a inclination change to line up my inclination of my orbit better with the orbit of Jool. So that probably is the reason why I'm not coming in at some really totally whacked angle. So that's good. And that gives us an opportunity to do a landmark event, which is to do an EVA in deep space at the furthest point that I've ever been from the sun. 93 million kilometers. 93 billion meters. So that will be a little landmark type occasion to have an EVA at our furthest out that Kerbals have ever been in this universe. So I will let you know when we're ready for that. Oh, and by the way, that'll be another year from now. That'll be a whole other year and 51 days after we've already spent 55 days in space. That will be a year from now, so they'll have a little time to wait and look forward to that important event in the history of Kerbal kind. But we, of course, won't have to wait that long. We have the miracle of time compression. So I will check back with you when we're ready to do our deep space EVA. You know, Hudby, we've been here together in this space capsule for over a year now, and I feel like I can talk to you about some of the deeper issues that I'm having. You know, we've all been stuck in this capsule together for over a year. We've all had butt sex with each other at least once. And I feel like I could talk to you, Hudby. I really do. I feel like I could talk to you. And this is what I want to ask you. You know, you ever think back to that time when we got signed up with the Kerbal space program and went to the space center and did our training, and we really thought that we were doing a good thing. We were doing a good thing for our planet and for our people. You ever think back to those days, Hudby? You ever think we made a terrible mistake? I'm just asking because, you know, we've been out here for a year now, 400 some odd days, and it's going to be at least 400 some odd days before we ever get back to Kerbin, if we ever do. And with the track record of the space program, it's entirely likely that we will be sitting on some godforsaken moon for years and years before that day ever comes. Do you ever just wonder, Hudby? Do you ever just wonder whether we made a terrible mistake? Okay, we are almost at the far outside of our orbit here, almost at the apogee, and we're going to see what an EVA is like at the furthest extreme point that any Kerbal, at least in my game, has ever been. Will we do the EVA okay? Will the children of the space kraken come and eat us alive? We don't have answers to these questions. We don't know. Is our velocity so great that we will be torn limb from limb by the babies of the space kraken? We don't know. So it's time we found out. For the sake of all Kerbal kind, we need to find out. Okay, Ganester, you are elected to make the ultimate sacrifice. To take a spacewalk further into the void than any Kerbal has ever gone. Stop screaming, dude. Seriously, you've been screaming for a year. Good God, chill out. Okay, EVA. Okay. Everything seems fine. He's not being torn limb from limb by the G-forces. The babies of the Space Kraken are not tearing at his flesh. Oh shit. Okay. Let's take this easy, one step at a time, Gnester. I don't want to lose you this far out. And you probably don't want to be lost this far out either. Huh? I'm kind of guessing that's true. Okay, come back here, inspect the engines. Everything looks good. Get some neutrons radiation from the nuclear engines. Excellent. Oh, there's some kind of writing on this. N86D. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's take the plunge. Let go. Beat your head against the rocket. Okay. Everything so far seems pretty much like any other EVA. Let's go inspect the other nuclear engine here. Now, in real life, you would not want to be staring down the nozzle of a nuclear engine that has been used under any circumstances. But perhaps Kerbals are not quite as prone to radiation sickness as we are. Because normally, on like a real nuclear engine, this would be such a bad idea. Staring right into the nuclear core. I don't care if it's been cold for a year. Just don't do it. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go inspect the separatrons. I put don't detonate them. I put separatrons on these external tanks just to help them get lost or get away from the spacecraft when the time comes. So I don't know if that's going to be happening in the atmosphere or when exactly that's going to be happening. So I figured I'd just go ahead and put some separatrons on them. Okay. I still have some RCS fuel, I believe. Alright, a successful spacewalk. No problems. Gnester did not get eaten by the Space Kraken babies. It was an entirely successful experience. And I bet after being in that spacecraft for, 467 days, you probably needed to stretch your legs a little bit. But we're going to have lots of opportunities for that very shortly. Very shortly. In only about 269 days, you'll be at Jool. Only half a year, dude. Alright, it's time to compress. What the hell? No, I didn't want to go here. What the hell? This is my my robotic probe sitting on Vol. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of has an eerie tone to it. Check that shit out. Woo! Screenshot. All right. Well, that's not what we intended to do. Space Center. All right. Let's try this again. Yep. Time compress. Well, this won't take me 252 days. It will take a while, so I guess I will restart recording again when we're about to have our encounter. Okay, I'm doing my burn into Jool. I should have done more before I got to this point to try to prepare for this encounter. Because if I had done some maneuvers out here to help decrease this periapsis, it might have gone a bit easier for me. Because right now I'm just having to burn like crazy in the hopes that I will actually get into Jool orbit. In any case, it'll take a while, but I just wanted to give you an update. We are doing breaking our burn to try to stay in Jool's orbit. and hopefully it will succeed. I'm afraid I might burn through these external tanks before I get actually into Jool's orbit. Note to self, get your periapsis down way before you get this close to Jool, because this is not good. I mean, we still got these two tanks right here, so we probably will still get to Tylo, but we're just wasting just so much fuel. That's pretty cool though, doesn't it? Okay, this is veering hazardously close to being a failed mission, because this external tank is almost gone. Once I get down to about 25 units, I'm going to go ahead and fire up these small engines and bleed it out the rest of it and jettison. Well, jettison. Whoa! Good God! Lord have mercy! What in the world? Okay, well, fortunately that didn't destroy our ship. Oh, okay, we got an orbit. Alright. What kind of orbit? I need to get down to at least a periapsis of 63,000, because that's where Tylo is. The moon Tylo. So we got to get at least down to 63 million. Next time I can't ignore my periapsis at Jool like I did that time, because that was just about. I mean, I probably could have done a lot of things to the ship if I hadn't just wasted all my fuel trying to break into Jool's orbit. There's I'm sure there must be a more efficient way of doing that. Okay, I got to do an inclination change. As right now, although I'm not as bad off as I have been lots of other times getting into interplanetary orbits, I'm still quite a ways off of being flat here. Well, that's working out pretty well. We'll try that for right now. Okay, I actually totally messed up, but it actually worked in my favor, sorta. Which is I was trying to do a braking here, but I was still pointed for my inclination change. So instead of actually decreasing this orbit any, I kept on changing my inclination. However, that did arrange up getting me an interaction with Tylo on my next go round, which will be 81 days from now. But hey, I'll take it. Okay, we're about to start our encounter with Tylo. But the problem is it's not really telling me where that encounter is going to take. It's been jumping back and forth between over here and somewhere closer to home. Let's see. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, that gives me a little more breathing room, because I imagine I'm going to have to brake pretty hard to get into Tylo's orbit. Okay, don't screw with me now, buddy. Come on. Okay. A little more. Alright, that's good enough. Close enough. Okay, looks like we may be able to get into Tylo's. Well, we'll get into Tylo's orbit. We may be able to get to the surface. We may even be able to get back to the back into orbit one day. But obviously, this ship is not going all the way home. At some point, I'm going to build a magic bus to take them all home. The magic bus will come to take them away and back to Kerbal. Just a totally interplanetary vehicle, no lander part of it. That'll be some future episode. I will come and scoop up all my wayward Kerbal knots and take them back to Kerbal. But that day is not today, which means they're going to have to face, decades of their lives probably living on Tylo. Alrighty, let's start breaking. Okay, take us in. Take us in, Mr. Sulu. Warp factor negative 4,000. And fuel. Okay. Yeah, when you're going to Jool, you really can't make mistakes to speak of, because you can't afford the kind of fuel that it's going to take to correct all those mistakes. Especially not if you maybe one day want to send some astronauts out somewhere and actually get them home again. Not that I really care a whole lot about that, but yeah, but it would be nice to have the option to go home instead of just dooming them to the rest of their lives on a dead moon. I've done far worse than kill you. I've hurt you, and I want to go on hurting you. Marooned for all eternity in the center of a dead planet. Buried alive. Buried alive. Gone! Okay, that was my Condonian singing impression. Okay. That is one funky looking moon. Doesn't look like it has a whole lot of smooth spots on it either. I'm gonna aim for about 25,000, 30,000 meters. 30,000 meters. Yeah, I probably could do a direct descent. But I like to get to orbit and kind of pick my spot. Especially seeing as how this is the kind of rough looking moon. 30,000, okay. Okay, gotta see our first close-up look at this moon. Yeah, it's looking pretty rough. A lot of texture there. It's kind of weird color there. Almost looks greenish or bluish. Yeah, they're kind of like little bluish patches. Very interesting. Fuel check. We're doing good. I mean, not as good as if we hadn't have fucked up the Joolian counter, but we're doing reasonably well. Cool. Our periapse is getting kind of down kind of low. Yeah. Okay. 23. We'll have to do another pass. In the meantime, let's look down and see what we can see. Yep. Doesn't look quite as rough from close up. I hope that's a good sign. There you go. Over there, it looks kind of rough. Woo! There's Laythe right there above Jool. I'm gonna have to edit the crap out of this, or it's gonna be 3 hours long. I think that Tylo must be bigger than Mun. or at least a bigger diameter. Because at least last time I checked, you could go down to a pretty low altitude, at least above 10,000 meters, and still do time compression. Well, I'm at 19,000 and I can't do any time compression at all. So, of course it could be less dense. It could be bigger but with not any more gravity. Okay, come on. 12,000 meters. Well, we're going to get a chance to look at Tylo really close up. Extremely close up. Pick up your skirts, boys. We're about to scrape the mountains. It's really a much more remarkable looking moon from space than it is from close up, I think. It's got some interesting colors going on, but aside from that, there's not much character, I don't think. Whoa, about to scrape the tops of the mountains here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Not a time to lose control. Okay, this is going to be real close. Oh, what the hell is that? What the hell? There's something down there. There's something down there. Shit. Okay, well, we know our landing spot now. Right over here. Right around there. There was something there. There was an artifact. A dead kraken baby, perhaps. Okay. Take a screenshot of this area so we can get back there. Right near the edge of this dark area here. I think it might have been a dead kraken. Whoa, shit. And we're even getting closer. We're getting closer. We're scraping the mountains. Shit! Fuck! Oh yeah, there's a mountain range rearing up right in front of us. Right about where our periaptus is. Oh shit. Okay guys, if you wanted to grab a little moon dust, you just stick out your hand and you got it right there. Of course it'll take your hand off. Okay, we could be looking at the end of our mission. The end of your lives. Okay, we're cool. We'll make it. Yeah. Oh, and there's another a bigger mountain range right in front of us. But we found an artifact. We found a artifact of alien intelligence of some sort. And we're going down to investigate, assuming we survive this. Alright, now the train's getting a little more interesting. There's a big freaking range of hills right there. Okay, we're good. We're good. long as I don't see my shadow, everything is okay. If I see my shadow, we're going to die. Okay, we're about to attempt a very dangerous thing. We're about to attempt a precision landing on another moon, a moon that we've not actually landed on before, and that we don't know for sure whether we have enough thrust to land on. What we're going to do is, probably there's no hope that we will be able to land right on the artifact. So what we'll do is try to get as close as we can, and then we will lift back off again if we need to, and relocate as we need. Ah, shit. That was good. That really helps out the fuel. I just burned prograde. Why did I do that? Okay, you gotta focus, Bob. Focus. Focus your shit. Because this is serious biz. Alright, we don't need to brake now. Make sure our engines aren't melting. Engines, yeah, they're overheating. Okay, as it stands now, there's no way we're gonna be able to land real close. Should be sort of run under us right now. Come on, engines, come on. I'm giving her all she got, Captain. Come on, break it, break it. I'm gonna overshoot. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, well, hell there is, yeah. We can do something about that. Come on. Come on. More power. More power. Captain, engines will fly apart. Fly them apart then. Shit. Yeah, we're gonna overshoot it by a wide margin, I think. Okay. Artifact. Can't see it here. We may be looking for a while. Fuel. Down to our last tank almost. Damn it. Damn it! Jam it! Any sign of the artifact? Nope. Okay, well at this point we're going to be doing good just to get down. Let's focus on that. Altitude 34,000. Okay, we're good. No power in these engines, Captain. We might not even be able to land. This engines may not be strong enough. Shit, that's getting close. Damn it. Mummy! Oh shit. No, 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 no. No, not like this. Not like this. Oh, no. Artifact, maybe? Frack. Okay, well, we made an important scientific discovery. We really did. We found an artifact. We didn't have enough power to actually land, which suggests a redesign is in order, probably. Outcome: catastrophic failure. Yeah. Okay. Well, next time we're going to redesign our rocket and try that again. Oh my! How unfortunate. No good. No bueno. Mitbrett, Hudby, and Gnester died a brave and loyal death in the interests of science, but made an important scientific discovery right before they died. Yes. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Well, next time we'll try to do that. Try to do that again, except skipping the part where we die. Yeah. Let's try to do that again, except minus the dying part. Yeah. Well, this has been an exciting and interesting journey. The scientific process is full of mistakes, errors, and yes, even death sometimes. But we have to carry on and do the right thing for future generations. All right, that's it for right now. Bye-bye. Tylo. Tylo. That moon killed my Kerbals. You know what I say to that? You know what I say to that? Do you know what I say to that? I say, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Introducing the Kerbal Star 5000. Let me try that again. Tylo. Tylo. Moon of Jewel. That planet killed my Kerbals. Do you know what I say to that? Do you know what I say to that? Do you know what I say to that? I say no more Mr. Nice Guy. Introducing the Kerbal Star 5000. It's not a rocket. It's a moon. It's a battle station. Look at that shit. The Kerbal Star 5000. Coming soon to a Kerbal dealership near you. Mummy! Oh shit. No, 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 no. No, not like this. Not like this. Oh, no.